Hello, everybody, and welcome to CC Sim Racing. My name is Craig Cook, and I hope you are going to enjoy 4 races today here at round 4 of Lago Maggiore. Obviously, we've raced this one. This is just a big highlights, but it's going to be the full races, all 4 races. In the commentary box with me today is my, well, nemesis, I suppose, the new Terminator from the size of his livery. Looks absolutely scary and petrifying. It's Adam Bath. Hello, Adam. How you doing, mate?
Evening, mate. Yeah, not doing too bad. Happy New Year. Well, I say Happy New Year. It's only the 4th. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But yeah, welcome to 2024. And
Yeah.
hopefully you had a good Christmas because I haven't spoken to you since this race, have I?
No, I know. Well, that's probably because I won, but
Well, they're
but I
probably,
noticed you've been doing
yeah.
quite a
I was
few.
ignoring you.
Oh yeah, I noticed you've been doing quite a few liveries since then. But it was a great race, wasn't it, mate? Here at Lago, I'm looking forward to the next one as well. But it was a good race, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was properly action packed, and a little bit of a disclaimer before we get going. Race two, I didn't actually realise that Butler was fighting without points. I thought he was there genuinely, so I was fighting him and didn't really need to. So a little bit of a mistake on my part there. I could have just let him get on with it and attack you, but I didn't.
Yeah, and I'm so pleased that you did do that. So we'll get on with them straight away. But welcome everyone if you have just joined us. Before we do anything, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Really growing now. It's really going really through the sky at the moment. We're really pushing on hard this year, and lots of commentary to come. And with myself, Adam Bath, we've got Lewis Beckenham as well, and as I say, congratulations to him. We've got was it Albie, aka T1000, Cybernetic Organism. Love that, says Cole, and he was in the mix as well. Great to see Rick Noland as well. Hello, Mr. Nolander Gaming. He's in the house as well, so great to see that. Please do keep your chat coming in. We do really appreciate it. Lots of chat. It can be anything. Don't talk about what you had for dinner. I don't really care. It's absolutely fine. Just keep the chat going. We do appreciate it. So yeah, this is going to be round 4. And while we do that, just quickly, we will take you through the champion table that we did have up on the POV that I did the other week here at Lago Maggiore. And Adam Bath, myself, and Super Paul were all on 89 points going into this one. So that was pretty cool. Lewis Kendall there on 56. Nevin Kirkpatrick is really enjoying himself in these cars recently. And he's found himself there in 5th place. So well done to him. We've got also there Need to Know Nothing on 48 points, Rippin on 45, Richard Pugh there on 38, Hyper on 36, Mikey H there on 36, also with Hyper. Jesse jumped in as well, he's there on 31 points, Ravy Davey on 30, Stickman 26, finalised on 24, Jensen 24, Ginge on 20, Isob is on 17 and probably would be on there a bit more, but he obviously is sleeping. It's probably about 3 o'clock in the morning if I remember rightly there in Ausland. There is Zoe on 14 points. Original Mike on 8 and Spongy is on 8, and I think that I'm not too sure if she's racing or not, but hopefully we'll see more of her in the future. But great to see so many new drivers in. So yeah, I mean, we really look forward to this. Hopefully everyone else is as well, and we will get this one underway. So let's take a look at the screen. And let's get that one off as well. There we go. And yeah, so on pole position was Super Paul there. Second was Adam Bath after the qualifiers. Cook there in 3rd. Butler in 4th. He was the guest racer in this one as well. Humphrey Mike there in 5th. Ripinatarian in 6th. Had a very good qualifier. Nevin Kirkpatrick there in 7th place. And finalised in 8th. Need to Know Nothing in 9th. Original Mike there in 10th, Zoe in 11th, Jensen in 12th, Ravy Davey 13th, and Stickman at the back there in 14th place. Let's get this one underway. And as we do so, we are going to wait for these lights to go out, and it's going to be... Away we go, and it is Super Paul who takes the lead into turn 1. I will take the names off the top because it does make it a little bit better for the people that are watching on screen. So it's Super Paul who leads into turn 1. Adam Bath in 2nd. Cook tries to get that inside line and very luckily manages to hold it, or does he, as Butler looks for that outside line as we come into turn 3. The sausage curb delight there as we go through that corner. Nevin Kirkpatrick finds himself in 6th place with Humphrey Mike in 7th. Need to Know Nothing in 8th as they drag race down to the hairpin for the first time. It's Super Paul leading the race here, Adam Bath.
Yeah, it was a good start by Super Poor, and Albie just trying to tuck in. Oh, there's a bit of a twitch behind. Who was that that's gone? And somebody's gone off into the scenery. I didn't see what happened there. There was a bit of a twitch from someone, and then somebody shot off into the wall. It looked like.
Yeah, that was Humphrey Mike. He lost the braking there as you come through the hairpin and went exit stage left and straight over past everyone. Luckily, he missed everyone, and but there he's still there in 10th place. So good to see him. Nice looking liveries. It's the Christmas special for us here at CC Sim. So there was a lot of Christmas liveries, as you'll find out. But there's a gaggle of cars all battling away here. Jensen now finds himself in 8th spot. Cook finds himself down in 5th. So he's right back there, but you can see Jensen battling their way with Finalised. Need to know nothing just behind that as well. He goes over the sausage curb. He absolutely destroys the sausage curb and probably the exhaust underneath that Mini. But here they go into the hairpin again for lap 2, and it is, as you can see, Nevin Kirkpatrick holding that 6th place. A little bump there from Finalised, trying to get the most he can onto that rear bumper of Nevin Kirkpatrick, but made a mistake, and now Jensen finds himself on the outside. Can he make that pass? We've got a green Mini. I didn't know we had a green Mini there. Not too sure who that is there. Adam Bath, not too sure. We'll find out in a moment.
There's a couple of cars, so the liveries haven't loaded up for some reason on this replay, which is a bit of a shame, because as you were saying, there was a couple of really good Christmas liveries there that were showing up, but we have got a change for the lead. While we've been watching all of that, we're looking at Cook fighting against, I think that's Rippin', but Albie is in the lead with Super Paul behind him, and Butler's there for company as well.
Yeah, on board with Adam Bath, and there goes Super Paul down the inside of the hairpin, hard on the brakes, gets it done. Can he get it turned in? Of course he can. It's a Mini, and they do very well, but the switchback was absolutely sensational there from Adam Bath, and goes back into, it's really weird saying that while on commentator with you, and in first place. And Wally says good memories of this track. Yeah, I'm sure there is. The quadruple race winner yesterday, unbelievable. And Nevin Kirkpatrick finds himself in 2nd place. How has that happened? Adam Bath, that's incredible. Nevin Kirkpatrick up there in 2nd place in the 169 class. Fantastic stuff.
We shouldn't really be too surprised, because Nevin, of course, is the real life Super Mighty Minis champion, and he's really shown his class. But he's going side by side here with Cook. This could be dangerous for the car on the outside, which is Nevin. Can he keep it tight? Yes, he can. Super Paul looking for the outside line, but gives up on that one. But Nevin is holding on. He's got Cook on the inside, Super Paul on the inside. He got ganged up a little bit there, did Nevin. A little bit of contact, but he's still right up there, and with some very tough competition as well. It's great to see him up there.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll go have a round down. So here we go. It's Adam Bath in the lead. It's Cook in 2nd. Drag race with 4 cars going into turn 1. And it's Nevin still there in 3rd. Ripping the tear in 4th. That's the green Mini. That actually looks really nice, just plain green and white. I like that. Tries the outside line there on Nevin Kirkpatrick. Super Paul going down the inside of the guest driver, Butler. And Butler's got it done. Has he still round the outside? Both of them. And there is Finalised. He's in the mix as well. Needs to know nothing just on the back of this. So if he can grab the toe, he'll be in the mix as well. But it seems to be a 2 cars there that are starting to get away here, Adam. And it looks like it's me and you.
Yeah, that's the thing around these circuits on these minis. You start fighting, you lose the toe, and that's pretty much it. The toe was really strong round here, as you're aware. Down this straight that we're just heading down to the first corner, you really could get a good run on somebody and work it to your advantage. So we've got Nevin now looking down the inside. Is Nevin going to do a Nevin special and just dive on the brakes? Yes, he is. Gets it stopped, pulls in front nicely. As he got it round the outside, this is going to be close. You've got Rippin' there, sticking on the inside. Watch the sausage curb, side by side through this corner. That's brave. That's brave. And ever the opportunist. You've seen Butler dive up there, and he's right in behind Rippin'. But look how close this is, all the way through there. That's very difficult to do. But what happened to Super Paul? Because I've just noticed he's all the way down in 8th.
Yeah, he got absolutely destroyed, didn't he, going into turns 1 and 2. And I think it's because he had that outside line and Butler was there, managed to get that done. And Super Paul had nowhere to go, so he had to take to the grass. And as you can see, Butler trying to find a position there on Rippin' the Terran. Let's go on board with Rippin' the Terran. There he is. We should see Butler somewhere. Where is he? We're looking. There he is. He's coming on our right-hand side. He's going to have the inside line for turn 2. Has he got that done? Yes, he has. Good move there. But could have the cut back here. Gets the power down with the little turbos kicking in on these minis. 169 brake horsepower 169s, as that's the class we call it. And we had the 200s, 200 brake horsepower. And again, Super Paul does like the grass, as you saw in the background there, Adam Bath. He does like the grass around there, and it seems to be working that different line there. As we see Butler around the outside now of Ripping the Terran, as we quickly change the camera angle. And Butler looks like he's got through, or has he? Still there. He's tried to cut back on Ripping the Terran, but a good battle here for third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh as they all come in, and eighth, should I say, as the group disappear from the man that's just behind them, which I think it is Jensen. Yes, it is. Jensen on his own, just enjoying life. There is Mikey Humphrey in 10th. Rafi Davey there in 11th place. Never Kirkpatrick has the fastest lap, which is really impressive. There's original Mike there in 12th. Stickman also there in 13th place. And Zoe on the back of this as well. So great to see all the drivers together. But the leader at the moment is still Adam Bath, and he's got Christmas presents he's trying to deliver.
Yeah, I think the Christmas presents in the back of the car was a mistake. It's obviously weighing me down, because that's how you're managing to catch. But here's the toe look. This is exactly what we were talking about. Down the inside, can't remember what happened here. Did you get this move done? Carry on round the outside. I shouldn't be talking to me about myself there, should I? I have to do it in third person, sorry. But yeah,
it's very difficult.
Cook has now absolutely got the toe and is going to be looking for the position onto the inside while we look back, and Butler still hasn't got past Ayrton, has he? And this is a great run. Oh, yes, he has. He's just done it. And Rippin's there as well, all going down into turn one. What's going to happen here? Rippin keeps the inside line. Butler tries the outside. We tried this a lap before. Bit of contact. Keeps it in tight. Side by side. Work it out, boys, because there's a sausage curve coming up and you do not want to hit that. They all survive it. Never an opportunist looking down the inside of Rippin. He's got his second wind and just gets straight into the toe of Butler. That's going to help him up the hill. And Super Poor on the back of this as well.
Fantastic racing, isn't it? They're all still together. You see, Need to Know Nothing on the side there. Now, has he got a penalty? No, he has. He's just defending the line from, looks like who's that? Finalised, should I say. Finalised on the outside, the American, having a good battle here with Need to Know Nothing. You got Ribnatarian's now dropped down into 6th place. Super Poor seems to be gaining few places. The progress is being made as the race goes on. We have just over 2 minutes of this race to go, and Ribnatarian is on it like a garb on it. Look at it, absolutely fantastic. Super Poor there in 5th, trying to find a way through on Nevin Kirkpatrick. Can he get a podium? Don't forget, Butler does not get points. He's a guest race driver, and he's there in 3rd. Nevin Kirkpatrick could get a podium in the mini mods here today.
Yeah, that would be a great result for Ayrton, but we've got a battle for the lead here, haven't we? Cook on the inside, Albie looking for the outside line, not going to get that one done, but tries to break round the outside. Is the switch back on? Possibly, not quite, but he's going to be in the toe. Now, if Albie's clever here, which he was, because this is what I was trying to do, is he's going to stick behind him and put the pressure on all the way to the flag and try and get the run, because you don't want to be in that first position heading out of that last corner, simply because the draft is so strong. We saw in the background there, Ayrton ran a little bit wide. We've got Butler in 3rd at the moment. Super Paul's made his way up into 4th place, which is net 3rd. Ayrton right in the middle of it, properly in the middle of it. We've got finalised fighting there. We've got I've lost who it is. Who is it? Super Paul, Rippin to Terran.
All in the mix.
They're properly fighting all the way through. None of them have had a break, have they?
No, they haven't. So my goodness me, what a save there from Need to Know Nothing. And he's on the case of those guys at the hairpin. But we need to take a look at the leaders, don't we, here, because they're on it now. And there we go. We've got one more lap to go, I think. Yes, we have, so but we're crossing the line now. This will be the final lap. Cook leads from Adam Bath in 2nd. And it looks like he's got a better exit off the hairpin, which wasn't what Adam Bath wanted there. Is it, Adam? No, he didn't.
It isn't, not at all. I might be driving the Christmas themed car, but I'm fighting somebody who looks like a rusty Santa all the way through this, and gets the run. Does he down the hill? Now Cook's got a good run there, but watch the toe. Albie needs to get a good run up here, get a good braking through the final corner, and try to get the slipstream and out drag Cook down to the line. He's gaining. Where does he go? To the outside. Is the switch back on? Not 100% sure. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Ringside seats. Tries to get the slipstream. Gaining. That start finish line's coming up awfully quick. Alongside. Has he got enough? And oh, not
Oh,
quite. Cook does it by 0.022 of a second. That was a close fight.
wow, that was
Absolutely
great.
brilliant.
That was great, wasn't it? And drivers coming through now. We've got Super Paul in third, Butler fourth, Nevin in fifth, Rippenatarian in sixth, Finalised took seventh there, Need to Know Nothing in eighth, Mikey in ninth, Jensen in 10th, and there's Mike, original Mike in 11th, Ravy Davey in 12th, Stickman crosses the line in 13th, and Zoe crosses the line in 14th place. Well done to all the drivers there. That was absolutely fantastic. And while we do that, we'll just get the next race up and running for everybody. But that was good. I enjoyed that one. And good battling between Cook and Adam Bath. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I love that Wally's put Cook has taken the lead. Yeah, mate, honestly, Wally, I was not expected to do as well as I've been doing in this. You know, with the amount of talent that's in this track, it's absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, it's good, wasn't it, mate? Really enjoyable.
Yeah, it was a brilliant fight. It was, you know, we know that we can race clean against each other anyway, so there's always that trust against racing you anyway. So there was no problem there. But just a shout out to Ayrton. He didn't get his podium that he wanted, but he did actually get the fastest lap for that race, which was a fantastic result.
He did indeed. He did very well, didn't he? And yeah, very impressive from Nevin. And also, I think he was VRing in that one, so that's even better. So great stuff from him. So we are going to race 2. This one, again, is the slightly longer one, and it's the East track. And there is a pit stop that you have to take. And if you have a penalty, you have to take your penalty as well during the pit stop. But it does make it really painful for those drivers that are racing. So we will go straight into this one. And on pole position, this time was Nevin Kirkpatrick after that fastest lap. Cook second, Albie third. Mikey took fourth. He had a great run there. And Super Paul takes fifth. So all the racing drivers get it from the fastest lap from the previous race. And there's a spinner at the back there. And I think that's Zoe. So I'm not too sure what happened to Zoe. Went a little bit wide. Or was it Zoe? I do apologise, Zoe. I know it wasn't. It was Stickman. So Stickman made mistakes straight into the race here, and it looked like he wasn't ready. Maybe a toilet break. A lot of toilet breaks yesterday as well, just to say in the live stream. We are going live next tomorrow as well, just to let everyone know. So we are going live tomorrow for more racing. But back to the races, and Nevin Kirkpatrick has the lead here, Adam Bath.
Yeah, he did a fantastic start and relied on everybody else battling it out through the first series of corners, which obviously if you go side by side slows you down. So Cook and Albie resuming their battle. Super Paul right there. We're on board with Need to Know Nothing. He's got Humphrey Mike looking down the inside of him. Can he get this done? It's a bit of a twitch there from Need to Know. Butler's in the mix again, but gets run out wide. Just as all the cut. Oh, where's Humphrey Mike going? He's off into the scenery.
I think he had a suspension problem there. That was pretty crazy, mate. So yeah, I think he had a bit of a suspension issue going through that corner. But look at the battle in front. Needs to Know Nothing must be thinking, I've got 4 places in my grasp here. As Cook goes wide there, Craig goes wide. Weird. And Adam Bath also trying to make a move down the running outside of Super Paul, but he's not going to do that. And it's Nevin Kirkpatrick who holds the lead as they go round the final corner of Woods. Should we say that because Super Paul has taken the lead of this race? Let's go on board with him, but he has got a penalty, and that is going to cost him. And there it goes, stop-go penalty, and through they go. So looks like there's 2 groups of cars here. So we've got Nevin Kirkpatrick, we've got Adam Bath, we've got Cook, we've got Need to Know Nothing, we've got Super Paul, we've got Rippenatarian now has his livery on the car, which is great to see with the aggressive teeth. And then we have another group just behind Ravy Davey, who's in the mix now as well. We've got Butler, Jensen, Zoe's up into 10th, and there's oh my goodness me, that actually made me jump then. That was Stickman in the wall. So maybe he didn't forget to put his flies up. I don't know, when he was in the toilet, I'm not too sure, but he crashed in the wall there, and he's back on the back of this grid, and hopefully he was okay after that, because that made me jump. Finalised there in 11th, Mikey there in 12th, Metro Lewis there in no, he's now in 12th, so there's a position change there. But back to the leaders, and there is a move for the lead there, and it's Adam Bath back in the lead, Cook now in 2nd, Nevin Kirkpatrick in 3rd.
Yeah, I can't even pretend to remember what actually happened there, 'cause I have no idea. But it was getting all close all the way through all those corners, as we've seen already. But this is a very tough circuit to get right, because you get slightly offline and you ruin all of your momentum, particularly through those S's. And as we go up the hill, this is where the short circuit rejoins again now. Got Cook in 2nd place, Ayrton holding his own in 3rd, Rippin in 4th, and Ravy Davies really brought his way into it. He's just suddenly jumped up to fourth. I was about to say he's fifth, but he was up to fourth and back down to fifth again. So here we go. Oh, and straight into the pits. Albie dives into the pits. Cook's done the same thing. And
lots of people into the pits. Oh, sorry, camera angles. Sorry about that. I do apologise, everyone. So Nevin stayed in. Ravy Dave. Oh, sorry, Nevin stayed out. Ravy Davey stays out. So all the guys at the front of the pack have all come in. So there's Cook. There's Adam Barth finalises in, ripping a tearing. So all these guys trying to get in as quick as they can. It's just a lollipop and dash and go. And here they go. Do they go? Yes, they do. So there goes Cook, Adam Barth there in front. So it looks like a slight gain there from Ripping the Tearing. So there is Ripping the Tearing. Need to know as well. Penalty for Ripping the Tearing as he goes over the pit lane white lines. And that will give him
on the way in,
entry. Yeah, on the entry.
Not where it happens yet, but so that's really going to ruin his race, because 3 seconds, it's more than that by the time the car's slowed down and accelerated again. It's closer to 5 seconds. So any time that he did gain going into the pits, that has absolutely ruined his race now. But Ayrton out front, enjoying life out front, and he's got a clear track in front of him.
Yes, indeed. So Nevin has got his best mate behind him, Ravy Davey there. Listen to some drum and bass or some old acid house, not too sure, but he now has a half-second penalty. There's Butler in third place. Super Poor in fourth. Then we've got Jensen fifth. Mikey's followed suit there in sixth. Metro Lewis is there also in seventh place, and he's got a real glitch on there. So has Original Mike. So that would probably mean that what happened earlier on in the previous race about the glitching everyone was talking about. There's Zoe there in 10th. Adam Barr still holding the lead, provisional lead, should I say, as Nevin Kovacic, Ravy Davey and Butler come in. So was that beneficial for those drivers as Adam Barth, Cook and Ripping a Tearing all together there? Ripping a Tearing having a look down the inside of Cook, and that meant he had to back out of that one, and it's given Adam Barth an opportunity here as we go back and have a look at Nevin Kirkpatrick, who is in the pits. He comes in, he takes the lollipop, and out he goes, literally. Doesn't lick it or anything, but there go the leaders. So Super Paul back in the lead still, and starting to pull away, isn't he?
Stayed out. Yeah, so that was an interesting strategy. He's obviously going all the way to the end of the pit window to try and get that clear air and go as quickly as he possibly can in that clear air. But the slipstream is so strong around here, it may not actually work to his advantage. And you can see there ripping all the way down. I was going to say all the way down in seventh. It ruined his race with the penalty, but he just ran a slightly bit wide, got his wheels on the grass there, and spun right in front of, I think that was Need to Know Nothing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was indeed. That's really unfortunate for him. He was doing so well, obviously had the 3-second penalty, got back into the mix, and again, you just need to stay on the back of these guys and you can get back into the tow, and unfortunately it didn't work out for Ripping the Tearing, and now finds himself all the way back there in 11th place. So let's have a look at finalised behind Need to Know Nothing here. Good challenge, good battle here between the two of them, the American and the Brit there. Lots of Brits, not very many Americans, but great to see him racing side by side, bumper to bumper. Right on the back of him now is finalised. Let's go on board. Great battle between these two. And as we see, Super Poor has gone into the pits. Now, has this worked for him? Adamov still holds that second place. Will be provisional lead after this, I think. So the lead will go to Adam Barth, should I say. A little bit wide there goes Need to Know Nothing and tries to get the tow. Does need to finalise, but hasn't quite done it. Adam Barth does take the lead of this race, so we will go over and have a look at that. Super Bowl drops all the way back into 8th spot here. So let's see where he comes out. Does he come out? There he is. He's just coming out into the mix of the battle just in front. And there is Super Bowl on the track now, so we'll see what he can do from there. So good battle in there. You can see Super Bowl trying to go around the outside there of finalising as they come into the left-hander. Both of them seem very calm and cool. Round the outside goes Super Bowl and finalised into the breaker zone and goes through. Good move there from the man that was leading this race. But at the moment, it's Adam Barth from Cook from Nevin Kirkpatrick. Top 3 again.
Yeah, Nevin is really enjoying this circuit, isn't he? You can tell he's put the practice in, but he has got Butler all over him. Now, Butler, as you said, is a guest driver, but he still wants to get podiums and he still wants to try to win. And if he can get past Nevin, he's not actually that far away from Cook and Albie. If those two start battling, that's really going to bring Butler into the mix, isn't it?
Yeah, very early pit stops from all the guys this time round. Also, you've got to have your pit stop done before the 10-minute marker. And everyone came in very, very early. You have to do one lap of the track, and then you can come in on the second lap. So very interesting to see what the strategies are in this race as we see a change at the front, and it's Cook and Adam Barth back at it again. And he's not giving a Christmas present out yet to Cook, is he? As they go side by side down to turn 1. Drag race between the two of them. No slipstream from both of these guys, so it's literally power of the 169 brake horsepower cars with these turbo engines. And into the brakes they go. Has he got it? He gives the room to Adam Bath, but it looks like he's got the lead, and Cook takes the lead. But a cutback could be on there for Adam Bath, and I think he just cut it a little bit too early. And didn't quite get it. Gets the grass as well. So does Neville Kirkpatrick, and that's Butler into 3rd. So that's made a change there. We've got Super Poor in 5th. There's a battle going on with Ravy Davy there. There's Need to Know Nothing. Ravy Davy takes that inside line. Good battle in between these 4 here. Super Poor has managed to get past Ravy Davy, and Ravy Davy is trying to slam the door shut on Need to Know Nothing. There's contact between the two of them, and also Finalise has contact, and there's still contact between Ravy Davy and Need to Know Nothing. There's a big battle going on here as Need to Know Nothing slides that Mini back into position in 8th place. This is a good battle.
Yeah, and it's all getting very, very close. But again, all you need is to run that little bit wide, just as Ravy Davy is demonstrating there, and you lose a hell of a lot of momentum. And there we go. Need to Know Nothing gets that place back. But yeah, just gets slightly out of position. Car up the inside, and before you know it, you get absolutely swamped. But Super Poor's back up into 5th place, which is a decent recovery. He was down in 8th place after the pit stop. Is that going to be a penalty for Need to Know Nothing? He did cut quite a lot of the. Yeah, it is half a second. So that's going to put Ravy Davy back up into 7th place when they come up to the penalty line. Bit of a battle behind with Lewis and who was that? Didn't see who it was. Lewis and Original Mike, is that?
Yeah, that's the glitch fest going on. Really glitching. I do apologise about that, everyone. We didn't notice that while we were doing the race, obviously, because we were too busy concentrating on the war up front. But yeah, heavy battles going on. But looks like Butler's managed to gain on the back of Adam Bath, who has taken the lead back from Cook. So good battle here. The top 4 all together, nose to tail nearly, as Nemeth tries to get the toe on the back of Butler. But as we said before, it's got like a DRS system that we're using in this championship to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to win. So you can't get away unless you're over a second. And if you aren't, then you're going to feel the wrath of the super toe, as we like to call it here at CC Sim Racing. But Adam Bath has got that line made. Has he ran the outside? Yes, he has. He's still managing to hold it, but Butler's got a better exit from both of them. And Butler's now on the case of Cook. Is he going to look down the inside as they go into the S's? No, he isn't. He's going to stay there and wait and get the drag all the way up to the hairpin. So good thinking from Butler, but feeling the pressure now is Cook. And he goes down the inside of Cook for position on board with Butler. And look at this fantastic race. It's still side by side of these two drivers. A little bit of contact between the wheel arches of the offside front of Butler and the near side rear of Cook as they go into the hairpin again for laps 7 coming on to lap 8. And Neville Kirkpatrick is just there now, Adam Bath. This is fantastic racing, and what a joy to watch.
Yeah, and as these guys start battling, then that's going to slow them down. If Nevin can just pick up the pace that fraction more, he's going to get in the tow, and he's going to be in the tow of all 3 of these cars, and they're dragging him along. But watch out for Super Poor, because he's really starting to drag his way into this, and again, if they start fighting, the pace that Super Poor's got, he can drag himself back into this as well. But Albie just holding the lead. Butler's gone into 2nd place with Cook close company in 3rd. What can Butler do here? He's got a very good line as Albie runs wide through that corner. Butler just ran a little bit too wide there. He's got the toe. What can he do down into this hairpin up here? It's an uphill right-hander. You can use the corner to slow the car a bit, but it does understeer if you're not careful. Good run.
My goodness
Which way
me.
is he going to go? Left, right, left, stay behind, give him a bump, kiss for good luck. No, we're still not sure. And they're going to go side by side. No, he backed out of that, but watch out for Cook, because he's looking for any pieces that he can pick up here.
Wow. I mean, that's just absolutely sensational how close they are. And you can see here comes the toe into play now, and that's very brave going round the outside of there. And so he's going to make the cutback, but Cook has got a great toe. He's got all 3 of them in line side by side. All 3 of the cars going for the lead as they come up to lap 9. Through the hairpin they go, and Cook manages to get into 2nd place. He's now got the toe on Adam Bath. Now he could get a double toe here, Butler, and he could take the lead of the race here. But here they go, all of them in the toe. It's Cook on the inside. Is Butler going to have a little pop of this as well? He goes to the left hand side, so we're through abreast as they go to turn 1, and who's going to take it? And Cook just dives to to the inside and make sure he gets that done. So in last of the late breakers was Cook, and it's Cook in the lead. Adam Bath in second, Butler in third. Neville Kirkpatrick still there, waiting for something to happen in front so he can get the toe. He's just out of toe. He can't get on the back of him to close up, but look who's behind there. In fifth is Superpoor. Superpoor's on the back of this as well. There he is. We have 2 minutes of this race to go, and Wally says this is Butler's race now for sure.
Yeah, and I was a little bit stupid, as I said earlier on, because I didn't actually realise that Butler was a reserve driver. Well, I knew he was a reserve driver, I just didn't realise that he wasn't scoring points. And if I'd known that, I wouldn't have battled him as hard. But he's absolutely on the back now, round the outside as Albie. Has he got the momentum here? Can they go side by side? And these two are going to be battling, and Cook's going to disappear into the distance if we're not careful. So Albie's managed to hold off Butler there just about. Can Butler get the run? No, he can't, but he's going to get the toe going into the final corner. Going at the... Oh, tried round the outside, just couldn't do it. Now he's in the toe, goes up to the last corner now, into the braking zone. Which way is he going to go? Is he going to go for the inside line? No, he isn't. He's going to try and get a better exit, which he does. Good mid-corner speed. Now in the toe, and Albie's in the toe of Cook. So this is going to really play into Butler's hands as Ayrton and Superpoor are battling in the background, I think.
Yes, they are. Let's have a look at that. So their Superpoor is right on the case now. Superpoor with the fastest lap, 130.181. He takes the fastest lap of this race, so great stuff from him. Now Kirkpatrick doing a very good job there in fourth, Superpoor in fifth. Just behind them is Finalised in sixth place. Ribbon to Tear in there in seventh, who's having a battle with Need to Know. And Ravy Davy goes a little bit raving, nearly takes out Need to Know Nothing, but manages to get the car under control. So good driving from him there, but Ribbon to Tear making his way through the traffic and up to seventh place after that 3-second penalty and the crash here in this second race. Adam, brilliant stuff from him.
Yeah, fantastic recovery, isn't it? And yeah, as you say, he's up to seventh place, but we're going to have to start looking at this lead group, because this is going to be the final lap as well. Oh. And Butler and Albie side by side. Cook is kind of getting the way here while these two are fighting, but Butler side by side through the S's. This isn't going to work, surely. Give each other room. Yes, no, just about. So now Albie is in the favourable position against Butler here, because he's got the toe going up to the final corner. Is Butler close enough to Cook? I don't think so. Superpoor has got past Nevin and has got that fourth place, but it's net third, of course, because Butler doesn't score points. Albie dived down the inside and a bit of an impact. That was optimistic from my point of view. I tried everything and couldn't do it, but gave him the position back. But Cook has won the second race of the evening, does the double, and that puts him nicely in the lead of the championship now by 2 points. That brings Butler home in second. Albie is third, but obviously a net second. Superpoor fourth, and Nevin in fifth place. Fantastic race. Yeah,
definitely did a good job there. Finalised, finished in sixth. Ripping the Terran does manage to finish in seventh. Well done to him. Need to Know in eighth. Ravy Davy in ninth. Mikey in 10th as he comes across the line there. There's Metro Lewis as he crosses the line any second now. Takes 11th place. Original Mike will take that 12th place. Stickman will take 13th. And Zoe, again, great stuff from Zoe on the lead lap and didn't get caught and was right in the mix throughout the race, which was great to see. And she will cross the line in 14th place. So well done to Cook, who does the double in the MIINIMODS 169 class. Fantastic. Well done to you, sir. Thank you very much. Wally's like, wow. Well, this is going to be one of the new series that is coming up in February, and we can't wait to get it started. So, and the reason why we do short and long, so slightly different tracks, but we're probably going to use these tracks again because they've been very, very exciting, and maybe a couple of mixed ones. We're going to try and do 10 races for this year, 10 rounds over 2-week periods, and we're going to sort of blend it in with other stuff that during the other week that we're not racing. So it's going to be quite exciting with all the track races that we're going to be having. But yeah, that was amazing. So that was the second race, or that was the final race of the Lago Maggiore, and that was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Well done to all the drivers. Now it's time for the 200 class and 169 class, and anyone that was in the top, I think it was the top 5 of the 169s, got into the get into the 200 and the 169 class. So slightly different again. 200 brake horsepower cars at the front of the grid and the 169s at the back. But there is that one person, isn't there, Adam Bath, that we keep talking about, and it's Superpoor, who seems to find his way up into the 200 class in the 169, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, he did that quite well at Nürburgring the last round, didn't he? He was fighting with the 200. So again, that just proves the strength of the toe as well, but also the quality of the driver as well, because he's able to keep up with the bottom end of the 200 class. We know that the 200s are quite tricky to drive and get the best out of, but nevertheless, that's still a fantastic achievement from what Super Paul's able to do against a lot faster cars.
Yeah, definitely. It really is. And great racing from everyone. So now it's a slight change with the 169s. Let's take a look at the championship tables for that as well. And there we have it. There is the championship table as it stands from round 3. Cook is leading this one because Ashwoy has... luckily for me, wasn't able to race, so it gave me an opportunity to try and get away, because when he's back, he's going to be absolutely on it. So Cook there on 88 points, Butler on 82, Legion 76, Lofty 69, Ash drops all the way down to 64. No offense to Butler, because again, he was another one I had to watch out for, only 6 points behind. And you get to commentate on this a lot more, and you haven't seen this race, mate, so it's even better, Adam. So Ash there on 64, Stuck there on 61, Stu Boy on 60, Watsy 56. Isn't that strange that all the other guys are all together in a little group there? That's sweet. Matt there with 50 points, and then we go to the 169 class, which is Super Paul on 52, dominating at the moment. Need to Know Nothing on 32, Hyper 20, Rippin 18, Lewis on 17, Old Peak 17, Richard Pugh 15, Finalize on 14, Mike H 13, and Stickman on 5. And the reason why there's so many in that class is not because we can get all of them on the grid. It's just so that any of the winners from the previous race, depending if it's first, second, or third, depending on how many turn up for the 169 class. Obviously, we're going to change it round. It's going to be a 169 class and a 150 class now. But if they get through and they win, they get to race in this class against the other big boys as well. So it's great to see. But as you can see, about 5 or 6 of them managed to get through because we didn't have many for the last race. But here we go. On pole position for this one is Matt Humphrey, who done a sensational job there in the Christmas livery. He got pole position. Cook got second place with Legion in third. Butler fourth. Watsy in fifth. Had an absolutely stonking race round here. Really impressive. Lofty there in sixth place. And again, love that livery. Stu Boy there in seventh. Stuck on the grid. Still going with the pink mini. Love to see that is there in eighth place. Then we have Mikey Humphrey in ninth. Super Paul in 10th. Ripping the Terran in 11th. Then we have Metro Lewis in 12th. Need to Know Nothing in 13th place, Finalise in 14th, and Ravy Davy on the back of the grid in the 169 class. I think we're ready to go, and let's get these lights out as we do the short track in these 200s and the 169 class. And who's going to take it? There's a roller, and it's Matt at the start, and that is not what he wanted. So he moves out the way, and then all of a sudden he picks up the speed again, and a bad penalty. Not too sure what happened there. I'm pretty sure Matt will let us know. I can't remember what he said now, but it wasn't great. And that's Cook that takes the lead into turn 1 with Legion in second place, Butler in third. So the guys to keep an eye on are those 3 in front, and Legion finds himself second at the moment. Butler in third, Lofty fourth, Watsy takes a nice 5th place, Stu Boy in 6th place, and then Super Paul again finds himself in a 169 battle, which is great to see. And also Ripping the Terran is following through, and that means that Stuck on the Grid is all the way back there in 9th place here, Jesse. Adam Bath. Sorry, buddy.
Jesse, I changed nationality again.
Oh, you might as well. Why not?
What a shame for Matt, because he had the pole position with a fantastic qualifying and blew it all by jumping the start. But yeah, as you say, in the mix now, we've got Stuck on the Grid fighting in with some of the 169s. We've got Ravy Davy. Look at the pace of that 200 compared to the other cars. But he's got nowhere to go. Barges his way through the middle. Room for a small one. Yes, there is. And Super Paul's let him through because he realises he's not... Oh, Ravy Davy. He's been taking driving lessons from Nevin, hasn't he?
Oh, my goodness me.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, that just got a little bit too close for comfort there. I didn't really 100% see what happened, but that's just seen Stuck on the Grid, stuck on the grass, unfortunately, isn't it? Yeah, what a shame. It just got all bunched up in the middle, everybody trying to get position, and it threw Mark out into the weeds. But we got Legion in the lead, Butler in second, and Cook in third.
Fantastic, isn't it? Top 5 all together. Watsy there in the mix as well. Drag racing with Lofty is Watsy. Lofty and Watsy, that's a nice rhyme there. And they are side by side as they go to turn 1 on lap 3. There's Stu Boy just behind this as well. So if you can grab the toe, he's in the mix as well. Cook goes slightly wide into turn 1 and then really had to struggle to get that car to turn in on turn 2. And as he does so, it looks like Butler has the inside line. No, he doesn't. He manages to defend it. Watsy battling away there with Lofty just behind him. Stewboy in the mix now, as you've said. He's there in 6th place. Can he grab the toe? He's not that far away. Now, if they keep battling, he will be another car to watch out for. He has got a purple sector lap here. Legion in the lead still as they come into the final corner again. Super Poor in that 169 class again is battling away, and Matt finds himself in 8th, so he's going to be trying to close the gap up really quickly as we see Metro Lewis and Ravy Davey having a good battle here. Need to Know Nothing there in 11th place with Ripping the Terran just behind them in there. Finalised, and Mikey battling again at the back with Stuck on the Grid, trying to close up those 169s at the moment. But it is Legion in the lead, and he's doing a superb job here, and they can't get him.
Yeah, we know the quality of driving that Legion's capable of doing, and he's showing it here. But problem he's got is he's out front. He's not got anybody to tow off of, and yet the 2 guys behind are only going to get closer. And let's see whether they got a bit of a, well, quite literally a leap over the curb by Cook there, and Butler down the inside. Can he get this done? I think he probably will do. Cook gives him space. Good run out of the corner. They're still side by side. I was expecting Butler to get a better run through there, but Cook's managed to get the momentum round the outside. But while these two are battling, and Legion's trying to make hay while the sun shines, isn't he? Because he's slightly disappearing. And watch out for Watsy. He's getting a second wind now and diving down the inside of Butler. Has he got this done? Side by side through the right-hander? No, not this time. But yeah, these guys are really starting to close up, aren't they?
Yeah, and then while they're fighting, as you said, Legion is starting to get away. They're not managing to grab him in the toe, which is very impressive stuff from Legion. Still managing to get away, but you can just see it starting to creep in now. But it's still not close enough to find a, well, even get close enough to try and have an opportunity to overtake on the next lap. But this time round, slightly closer. With a great exit there from all the 4 cars behind Legion. So Legion didn't quite get that one to plan, did he? And finds himself under real pressure now. And that's well under half a second as there's contact in the background. And that looked like who was that? Metro Lewis and Need to Know Nothing having a good old battle. And Metro Lewis goes wide. And that's Need to Know Nothing back in the 2nd place in the 169s. The banners on the top. 169s are the white banner, and then you said to see the 200s with the black banner. So there's Super Poor there in 8th place, but he's net first in the 169 class. Great battle between Matty and Lofty here. Let's go on board with Matt, and Lofty just in front, and he's not going to find a way through there, but they might work together and see if they can close the gap up on Stewboy maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Matt is absolutely determined. He's annoyed with himself for blowing the start, and he wants to get past and get onto terms with Lofty in front and go after Stewboy. So side by side, he's in a good position here because all he's got to do is brake at the same point that Lofty does, and he's got the position into this corner. So Lofty needs to be a bit clever here. If he can brake a bit earlier, he might be able to get a good run through the corner. Where's he gone? Can he get a switch back? Maybe a little bit. No, not close enough, but he is in the toe, and Super Paul hanging on to the back of these guys as usual in the background, looking for any position that he can pick up.
Absolutely unbelievable. There is a change at the front, and it is now Butler in 2nd, Watsy in 3rd. Watsy finds himself down the inside and takes 2nd place, so Watsy now into 2nd place and chasing down the leader, and they haven't got past him yet, have they? Legion's still holding there very firmly in the lead. He's defending well, but at the moment he's actually quite relaxed, it looks like, as they can't find the pace to get past him. But Legion looking very good for this win here. Butler down the inside, Watsy there in 3rd. Cook is also trying to go down the inside of Watsy, doesn't quite make it there. A bit of contact on the rear bumper as we see Lofty and Matt side by side, and Matt's now through. There he goes into that 6th place. A great comeback here from Matt, but the drag race up the hill with Watsy and Cook, this is fantastic racing, still side by side, and you can see Stewboy, his teammate, right next to him in the background there. Ho ho ho, says Watsy as he goes past Cook for position, and that's 3rd place for him. Great run from the oven cleaner guys, aren't they? Brilliant stuff. 3rd and 5th respectively at the moment. Ooh.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a shame as to what happened with Stuck on the Grid there, their other teammate, because I suspect he would have been right up the front with these guys as well. But Butler side by side, he's got a good run on Legion, but Legion's trying to make him go the long way round. If Butler can stay here, he'll have the inside line for the next corner. Can he do it? Not quite. Legion round the outside as Cook and Watsy are going side by side as well in the background, and well, Cook couldn't actually get past there. I thought they were side by side, but managed to get the run. Did Watsy, and he's setting off after these two. But we've now got Butler absolutely in the lead with Legion all over the back of him. Now Legion's been in this position, hasn't he? He knows what the state of play is, being in the lead. So let's see what he can do now. If he gets into the toe, which he has done, is he going to be patient? Is he going to wait until the last lap, or is he just going to go for it? Let's see.
Interesting stuff, isn't it? And Legion does look for that move down the inside. I thought it might work together there, but Legion's like, nope, I want to win this one fair and square. I'm going to get past Butler, and maybe Butler might think of that, but he's trying to get the cut back here. Doesn't quite work, but that's given Watsy the opportunity while they've been battling. Now got Watsy in the mix, and Cook's followed suit. You can just see Stu Boy on the back of it, trying to creep on the back of the rear bumper of Cook, but hasn't quite done it yet. But Legion still holding this lead. Butler there in second, and then we've got Watsy in third, Cook in fourth, Stu Boy in fifth. And where is Matt? Has Matt got away as we see in the battle down into turn one, but still Legion holds it. Let's have a look at Matt. There he is. He's got Lofty following him, so they are closing up on these guys in front. You can see they're really closing up on Stu Boy as we go back to the leaders, and still Legion holds it from Butler as he tries this outside line. No, he goes to the inside this time. He's got the outside of turn two, but if he can just sneak the front end in, no he can't, as Legion manages to do it. No he doesn't, and that is a great move there from Butler. Really claimed that one, didn't he? And still again Watsy and Cook side by side as they go off the sausage curb, and he takes a lot of sausage there, does Cook, into that corner. And again using the grass and a little bit more was Stu Boy, but still side by side these two drivers. Great to see, and Cook manages to get that third back, and Butler's back in the lead here, Adam. Wow, changing all the time here.
Yeah, Cook actually flashed the hazard lights to Watsy as if to say thank you for letting me land the car, because I hit that sausage curb and went right up on two wheels. So we've got the leaders now side by side again as we're coming. This will be the final lap now. We've still got Butler in the lead, Legion in behind him. I think Legion will probably wait his moment and try and get him into the last corner. We'll have to wait and see, but Watsy and Cook there, absolutely. While these guys have been fighting, watch out for Stewie, because he's going to try and get himself into this battle. If these two are going side by side again through the S's, which they're not quite this time, a little bit wide for Watsy, and this is giving Cook the opportunity. Again, watch out for Stewie. Let's see what can happen. But the leaders, is Legion going to get the run? Over to you, Craig. I'll let you do this bit.
Yeah, down the inside. He has a look, and he's on the brakes very, very late. He keeps Butler out wide, and he manages to get that body of that car right in front of Butler, and he gets it done, and he's going to drag race on the final corner. What a great win here for Legion, or is it going to be Legion as they cross the line? It is Legion from Butler, from Watsy, from Cook. So devastating for Cook as he drops points there. Stu Boy in fifth, Matt there in sixth, Lofty in seventh. Super Poor will take the claim of the 169s, but there's a drag race in the background. Look at this, finalised. Metro Lewis, we've got Need to Know Nothing, Mikey Humphrey, they're all trying to drag each other down to the line. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Metro Lewis who takes 10th, and there's contact there with Need to Know Nothing in the big crash, and I can't remember where everyone else went because it's all got a bit kerfuffled at the end there, and stuck on the grid will finish 14th with Ravy Davey in 15th place. My goodness me, what a battle that was. Jeez Louise, that could have been very interesting at the end there. But great racing from all the guys in that race. But it was Legion who took that win, and some valuable points gained on the championship leader at the moment. But we'll see what happens in the final race. But that was a good one, that, Adam.
It was very tactical from the guys up in front, and obviously we've been talking about it again and again with the this DRS that we're using, but it really does hinder you if you're out front, because you can't get away, as Legion just proved. So he had to think it through, but managed to get it at the end, and yeah, that was a fantastic race all the way through.
Yeah, it was really good stuff. Really enjoyed that. Very entertaining, and the viewers are enjoying it as well. Thanks to everyone that is joining us. Not as many as I thought we were going to have, but never mind. But there's we got Wally saying, "Wow, good evening," says Mart. Hello, Marty. How you doing, mate? Great to see you. Butler and Legion should have worked together there, says Wally. Definitely should have done. The top two were fortunate. The guys behind were fighting too. Yeah, they were. They were really fortunate, and yeah, good battling from everybody. Right, so here is the 15-minute race, final race of the evening. Been really thankful for everyone that has joined us, but this is going to be absolutely epic. Really looking forward to this. And this time round, after the fastest laps, it was Watsy who took that pole position. It was Matt in second. Obviously, he had the mistake at the start. He ain't going to make that again. He's there in second place. Stewboy then in third place. A great fastest laps from everyone. Butler, who came second, finds himself fourth on the grid. But this doesn't really mean a lot, but it does when it comes into the first few corners. We'll see what happens. Cook finds himself in fifth. Lofty in sixth. Stuck on the grid, manages to find himself in seventh. And because Legion was leading the race, he obviously didn't get the fastest lap because he just didn't get the opportunity to sit behind anyone for long enough. So there he is in eighth place. Super Poor, the fastest of the 169s, finds himself on pole position there. Second place is Ripping the Terran. Then it's Lewis in third. Need to Know Nothing in fourth. Finalised in fifth. Ravy Davey sixth. Mikey will settle there in the final spot. But here we go. Lights are out for these guys. Let's see who takes it. Is it going to be Watsy? Is it going to be Matt? Is it going to be Stewboy or Butler? Everyone gets away well this time, and there is a slow-moving car of Mikey. Not too sure what happened to Mikey there, so maybe he did jump the start, but it is going to be Matt, it looks like. Or is it Watsy going into turn one? Watsy giving loads of space, but Matt takes the lead. He makes sure he gets it done this time. And definitely not the Grinch here, is he? As he smiles his way through into turn 1 and 2. And now they come up to the left-hand return 3 in the very hard and painful, long-winded turn 4. And Matt there with Watsy, Stewboy's teammate behind him. Butler goes down the inside of Stewboy for position. Great little battle there as they find themselves nose to tail again, with Lofty having a good run as well. So good battling at the back here with Legion also there in 6th place. There's Super Poor. Cook finds himself next to Super Poor, and that's not what he wants. He's right at the back there in 8th place and struggling to get the car to turn in. As you can see, Super Poor goes through into 5th place, stuck on the grid just behind him in 7th, and there's a gaggle of cars behind, all battling away here, and Need to Know Nothing with Lofty also finding himself in 11th spot. Well, that's not like Lofty, should be right up there. Find himself in 13th place here, Adam.
Yeah, it's the start of this race. It's so tight in those first couple of corners, and you just get yourself slightly out of position, and that's what can happen. Obviously, Cook is a little bit further down than you'd expect, and Lofty right down the back as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame for those guys, but it's a long race. There's still plenty of time to come back, as Lofty's trying to make up the positions now as he's fighting his way through the 169 cars. He knows he's got the speed on these guys, so it shouldn't take him long to pick them off, but he just doesn't want to lose any more time than necessary whilst he's getting past them. And yeah, it's just going to be a case of when he pits, try to do it strategically to bring himself back into this race. But we've still got Matt leading this race with Watsy in 2nd and Butler in 3rd.
Yeah, definitely great battle here between Ravy Davey and Need to Know Nothing. We've got Finalised in the mix as well. There's a little bit of contact between those three. It looks like they're all getting through. Ravy Davey looking for that inside line, not going to do it there. So a great little battle going on between those three guys. Let's take a look.
Back.
Legion.
Sorry to interrupt you there, mate. Legion's at the back. Something happened with Legion on that lap. We didn't see it. He is last.
Oh, goodness me. Now, I don't usually do this. I'm going to go back and have a look, because that's not like me. I don't usually do this. So let's see what happened to Legion. What did happen to Legion? He's right at the back. He was 5th, so he had contact there with Lofty. Ah, I see. So he had contact with Lofty, trying to get back on the track, and then that's what happened to him. So let's go back to where we were. Sorry, everyone. I don't usually do replay, go backwards, but we had to there just to find out where Legion was. So great shout there from Adam Bath there, and great to see. And then Wally's saying hello to Martin. Lovely to see that. Thank you very much, everyone that is joined. Don't forget to please like and share on your social medias and let everyone know what is going on. This will be one of our championships, so if you want to get involved, please give us a message. It's going to be epic, and you do want to get involved in this. So there's Watsy in 2nd, Butler behind him. So Butler is working, it looks like, with Watsy to try and grab the back of Matt. And Matt is absolutely away with it at the moment, leading this race nice and comfortably. And as we said, if you're not in the tow, you can get away, can't you? If you're in the lead.
If you're in the lead and nobody's behind you in the tow, you can. But we saw what happened with Legion. Obviously, he didn't get the opportunity for the fastest lap, but that's not a concern in this second race, because you haven't got to worry about the grid for the next race. But Watsy is really giving Butler a workover. He's going purple at the moment, is Butler, but Watsy's not giving up on the idea of this. Now the next question is, when do these guys pit? Because they can pit any time from now They've got to pit before 10 minutes, as we said before. So are these guys going to battle, or are they going to pit? What's going to be the strategy?
So Matt stays out. Butler stays out. Watsy stays out. Stewboy stays out. And Cook comes in. Stuck on the grid. Dives into the pits very, very late there. Now, that could be a penalty. Not too sure if that was a mine made up very, very late and manages to get through. Not too sure. But as you can see, Cook stuck on the grid. Ravy Davey stays out. So these are the guys in. Cook, Ripinatarian stuck on the grid. Metro Lewis. And then we got Mikey as well. So everyone is in the pit. So there is one of the first ones to come in. It's Cook. And then we've got Finalised, Ripinatarian also in there with the teeth. And then we've got the American Finalised also in. Metro Lewis is on his way out, so all the drivers are away. And it looks like Stuck on the Grid has made a big, big step there, hasn't he? He's got that 3-second penalty, as we said, so coming in very, very late over the white line. And that hasn't helped him at all. But he came out before Ripinatarian and a couple of others, so that was a great pit stop from him. Faster the fingers, but it's really cost him with that 3-second penalty.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Cook here as well, because we saw what happened with Super Poor in the last pit stop race of the 169s. He stayed out towards the end and didn't have anybody around him, and it really didn't work for him. But Cook's got the same problem here, really, because he pitted very early and now he's not got anybody in front of him to play with and pull him along. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all pans out. It might work, but the guys up in front are all in the tow of one another. And that can pull them along, as we see Lofty going down the inside here of Super Poor. Super Poor won't fight that too much. Obviously, a different class cut. Well, I say that he does a switchback as Lofty runs a little bit wide. Lofty coming in, and Super Poor stays out.
Yeah, it does indeed. Yeah, it does exactly the same as he did the last time out. Matt stays out as well, so Butler, one of the lead cars, and Watsy comes in. Stewboy thought, you know what, I'm following you guys. You seem to know what you're doing, and he's come in as well. So a few cars coming in. There's Butler. Stewboy is just about to roll in. There is Watsy. He's in. Stewboy coming in as well. Legion was also one of the cars that came in. There he is. There, Lofty was in as well. There goes Lofty. Then there's Ripinatarian, who's coming out side by side with his teammate as they come through. And as you can see, didn't really help at all. Stuck on the grid, and Legion finds himself back up in 10th place. But still, we've got to keep an eye on Matt, because Matt stayed out, and so did Super Poor. So very interested to see what happens with the 169 class. But all of them come out together. As you can see, Metro Lewis is there, Finalised is there, Need to Know Nothing is there, Mikey's just behind, Ravy Davies just up the road there. So very interesting indeed as we take a look at Matt, who's absolutely on a mission with the fastest lap on his own with a 1:28.7. My goodness me.
That's impressive to do that lap time with no slipstream to help you along. That's pretty good. And 31 for Super Poor in the 169s. He's not that far behind on actual overall pace either, so that's impressive. But Butler in 3rd place, and he's got a 3-second penalty. Where did he get that? He must have had that on the pit lane exit, surely.
Yeah.
Entry.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. And as you can see, Super Poor in. Matt is in. So where are they going to feed out? As you said earlier, with Cook finding himself right back down there in 5th place. Did not help him at all with that. And there is Matt. He comes in now. Now, Matt's got a red line on his name. I don't think he has got a penalty. No, he hasn't. But there you see, that's the gap he's made on Cook and Butler. That's incredible. So Matt finds himself with a nice second, maybe second and a half gap on Butler here. There he is in 2nd place. Cook there in 3rd. Now, Cook really needs to grab these points off Butler. He still sees himself there in front. And can he find a way through? As we see now, Stuck on the Grid in the background there, making a few changes as he goes past. There he is. Legion's behind Stuck on the Grid. There's Stuck on the Grid. Legion just behind. Ripinatarian also having a better race this time around. Going for a narrower line as we see again. Still Finalised and Need to Know Nothing having a great battle there with Humphrey Mike. And looks like Metro Lewis also in the mix. So everyone's quite close together here at the back. So battles going on all over the pond. Matt is away, isn't he? Absolutely flying.
Yeah, that's an impressive performance from Matt, and it just goes to show what he could have done in that first race had he not fluffed the start. But Legion makes it past Stuck on the Grid then. I kind of looked like Stuck moved over and just let him through. Not really in the fight with Legion, I suppose, but it'll do well to hang on to the back of Legion and just kind of pick up the pace a little bit, because he's dropping back into the jaws quite literally of Rip and Deterring behind him if he's not careful, despite them being in a separate class. But Legion really, after that incident that he had earlier on and put him right to the back, he's up to 8th position, so it's a good comeback, and he's only got Super Poor in front of him, who obviously is in the lead of the 169s at the moment.
He's in a class of his own, isn't he? They're in 7th place, doing a superb job as we see these guys fly round turn 1. They're stuck on the grid, ripping the tear in there as well. Finalised is still there. We need to know, and Mikey just behind them. So Mikey's got past Metro Lewis, and he's going for another move down on Need to Know Nothing. Hasn't quite got that done, and as you can see, they're getting away, and guys is managing to hold that 2nd place. Need to Know trying to find a way through. So Super Poor winning looking like he's going to win this class in this race at Lago Maggiore with finalised 2nd. Need to Know Nothing in 3rd at this moment in time, but anything can happen in this race. But great to see these guys battling hard and fast and very aggressive. Great racing everywhere tonight here in the mini mods. And let's go back to our race leader. There he is, Matt. You can see he is still away at the moment, and no chance for Butler to close him up. So it's just about talent now. No draft, no tow, nothing you can do about it. It's just absolutely on your own. See if you can catch the guy in front. As you can see, Lofty, Matt, do apologise. Watsy looks like he's closing up on Cook here.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Cook seems to have dropped off a little bit from Butler, and Butler's not really closing down on Matt in front, but we've got a battle. Who's that? Stewie with Lofty all over the back of him. What's going to happen here is Lofty going to try round the outside, because if he does and he can make this stick, he's going to have the inside note. He's going to try for the switchback perhaps. Can he get that done? No, he's going to bide his time and see if he can get the slip going up to the right-hander at the top of the hill perhaps. And so Stewie's going to take a slightly defensive line here. Get a good early on the brakes. That kind of caught Lofty napping a little bit, and it's kind of ruined his momentum, or has it? Because we've got Stewie's run a little bit wide. Lofty can get the toe a bit far back for a dive from back there. I don't think he's going to do that. No, he doesn't. But yeah, he just caught a little bit by surprise there. Stewie braked a bit earlier than he was expecting. But look who's lurking in the background. We've got Legion there, hovering around, waiting for anything to happen.
Yeah, indeed. There he is. There's Lofty, there's Stewboy, and there is Legion just behind. Battle for that 8th spot at the moment between Super Poor and Stuck on the Grid. And again, he's just a right nuisance, this Super Poor. He's still there, fighting away. Let's see if Stuck on the Grid can grab him in the toe as they go up to the straight and coming into the hairpin. And this is where you see that 200 horsepower work its socks off. As he tries to get the power down, you can get that power down a lot easier in the 169, but in the straight, there we go, there is that power coming in. Hard on the brakes, tries to get that car to turn in. A little bit smoother is that 169, but there we go. There is that extra power that you need in the 200, and wow, he's gone. He's absolutely gone. Look at that. My goodness me. Great stuff there. Good battle in between the two of them. Let's have a look. Where is Rip and Deterring? There he is. Finalised. Is there? Oh, there's a bit of contact, and we see Need to Know Nothing right at the back there. I'm not too sure what happened to those two. Again, maybe one to look back on, because
not really. What's happened there? That was a shame.
Right far back. There he is. There they are. Yeah, let's go back. So we're having a look here. Still side by side. Need to Know Nothing and finalised here. Going into the left-hander. On the brake, still side. A great racing between the two of them, still side by side. Little move down the inside from finalised. A little bit of touch in there. Mikey's there as well. Oh, there's a slide from finalised. So I'm not too sure if that was a bit of a glitch or not. But again, oh, that big lean by finalised. That was a bit naughty. And a contact there between looks like Need to Know Nothing and finalised. And that puts Need to Know Nothing out on the track and off to the left-hand side, and finalised finds himself in 11th spot. So that was a bit interesting to see what happened there, and maybe just trying to get that car to turn in a little bit was Need to Know. Really had to try and get the car to turn in, and it just wasn't going to happen, was it? And finalised just slightly leaning on the driver there, so that's a difficult one to call, but has all been dealt with, and still up for discussion at this moment in time. So finalised finds himself in 11th. There's Mikey in 12th. Metro Lewis in 13th. Need to Know in 14th. Raven Davey hasn't got on the grasp with this one this time round. But Matt at the moment still holding the lead and doing nice low 29s and mid 28. So great stuff from him. Butler there in second, Cook there in third, and Watsy has definitely gained, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely got the hammer down, but he's got somebody to follow, which makes it a little bit easier. He's well within grasp of the toe. He just needs to follow Cook's line, try to keep in the toe as much as he possibly can, and as soon as he gets any sniff of that, it's going to really reel him in, and he's going to be fighting for that third place. But these three here, they've all kind of bunched up together, haven't they? So we've got Stew Boy running a little bit wide. He does like that wide line, does Stew Boy. I've seen him do that a few times, but Lofty's trying to get on terms of this, and Legion has caught them up absolutely with them now. What can he do here? Because these two are going to slow each other up. Legion's got nowhere to go unless he tries around the outside. This is going to give him the inside for the next corner, but he's backed out of that, I think. That was a wise decision because it can be dodgy going through there. Oh, a little bit early on the brakes there for Lofty as well. So Legion needs to get the run through here, and it's going to pull him up the hill because he's going to get the toe off of Lofty. Lofty runs a little bit wide. He's had to back out of that. Has it ruined his momentum? A little bit of an overlap. He's got the inside line, get a little bit of a toe off of Stewie in front as well. Should have this one done. Unless Lofty's got other ideas. But no, goes through does Legion up to 6th place. And next in sight is Stewie Boy, but Lofty has not given up on the idea of this, has he? He's right in the toe of Legion. Is he going to go down the inside? Break down the inside. Can he get it stopped? Yeah, and Legion sweeps around the outside and has got that position. Yeah, that was good close fighting between those. Well thought out from Legion. Good awareness from Lofty. Great racing.
Yeah, it really is. And I'll tell you what, fair play to Stewboy Silver. He's seen this going on in his rearview mirror, and it's so easy just to look in that rearview mirror as he goes very, very wide there. And it's very easy to just look in your mirror, isn't it? And just take a little glance and make a mistake. But as you see, Stewboy under real pressure now from Legion as they've lost Lofty there, and still stuck on the grid. He's having that battle with that 169 class in the background. As we see, one driver has pulled into the pits. Now, I'm not too sure who that is. I'm just going to have a quick look. See who that is, and it's Finalized. So Finalized has pitted in, so not too sure what happened there, but Matt has a massive gap now. That's got to be nearly 2 to 3 seconds on the man behind him, which is Butler in second. Then that battle for third is still on. Watsy, can he close the gap up on Cook? They seem to be gapping each other very, very nicely here. Still the same. So the pace is just not there, is it? It's just trying to find that toe, but I can't quite get into the draft. But Stewboy under real pressure now from Lofty, who's managed to gain some momentum, and now he's back into 6th place with Lofty in 7th. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, didn't see what happened there. I can only assume that Lofty tried to make a move on Stewie, and it slowed him up. Legion probably made a move on Stewie and tried to make the move, and that slowed him up. But Stewie is absolutely hanging on to this 5th place. He really wants it, doesn't he? But these two side by side, Lofty and Legion, side by side through the right-hander, just about getting through does Legion. And Lofty trying to get a good run, good exit. Has he done it? He's side by side, but Legion might get a little bit of a toe. No, Lofty's got back through. Toe off of Stewie. Stewie looks in his mirror thinking, you two, can you play a little bit longer and then gives me a bit of a break? No. Oh, sideways on the brakes was Legion. Hanked it up on the inside there. Has he got the overlap? I'm not quite sure. Yes, he has. Is he far enough in front? Yes, done it. Fantastic move down there. He's all locked up going down the inside and still managed to keep the momentum going. Brilliant driving.
Yeah, he has. As we look at our leader, this is the final lap. He's come around the final corner, and Matt has not put a foot wrong this time. I bet he was wishing he'd done that in the first race, but he's going to come through and convincingly win this as the checker flag comes out. So Matt takes the win. Congratulations to him. It's Butler in second, so grabbed a massive amount of points today as Butler, and really closed the gap up on Cook, who finishes in third. So that's very lucky for him as Watsy finishes 4th. And the drag race between Stewboy, Legion and Lofty. Who's going to take it as Lofty pulls out of the slipstream? Is it going to be Stewboy? Yes, it is, from Legion. And Lofty in 7th place, who's stuck on the grid, who does manage to beat that 169 across the line in 8th. Super Poor in 9th. It's going to be ripping a tearing in 10th, which will be Next second with Super Poor winning the 169 class. Ribbon Terran in second. Metro Lewis comes through in 11th place. And that is podium and 3rd place for him. So well done to Metro Lewis. And Need to Know Nothing's going to cross the line as he does there in 12th. Ravy Davey in 13th. And finalise in 14th place as we watch Ravy Davey cruise across the line here. And there we go. So well done to all the drivers there. Absolutely superb stuff. And there we go. That is all your racing for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's been absolutely fantastic. Jam-packed, wasn't it, Adam? Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised on that second race at how spread out it got, but the pace from Matt was really, really impressive. And the fact that somebody like Butler couldn't keep with him, that just shows what pace Matt had. That was brilliant. To be able to do that, coming off the disappointment of race 1 as well, he was fired up and he was just absolutely determined. He was not going to let anybody else have that race, was he? Just completely owned it. And yeah, hugely impressed with that result for him. Brilliant.
Yeah, it really, really was. Congratulations to all our winners tonight. Brilliant stuff there from Matt. He really dominated that one. And can he do it again as we find ourselves next week at Goodwood? And that is going to be one hell of a race. Really looking forward to that. I'm not too sure if I'm going to stream that one or not from my POV. We might do. We'll see what happens. But it's going to be an entertaining night regardless. But Adam Bath, it's been an absolute pleasure having you. Thank you very much for joining me, mate. Thank
you very much. Really enjoyed that one. That was good.
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried about Goodwood now because we know what's going to happen at that horrible right-hander, which makes the car really do slide. And he's also running the Terminator livery, which is.
I was going to say that's what you're actually scared of. Is my livery.
It is. It is. I hope you don't have a big crash and it molds itself all back together. You know, like in the film. So you still got a nice clean fast car.
I'm going to get so close to you that it's going to mold onto your back bumper. And you can tone.
We shall see, my friend. We shall see. But yeah, join us then for that race. It is going to be next Thursday. And if you'd like to join us for one of the races and get involved, we would love to have you. We have got a couple of spaces available, but we will be announcing the championship as soon as we finish this one. So yeah, join us again. Joining me tomorrow because we go live again for some more GT3 racing. We might do something else. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not doing GT3. We're doing rally. Doing rally around some circuit tracks, apparently, from what Jesse was saying. I don't know if Jesse's available, but that's what we're going to be doing. So if you want to get involved, have a bit of a giggle, then come and join us here at CC Sim Racing tomorrow about 7 o'clock-ish, 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish. My name's Craig Cook, that was Adam Bath, and we are CC Sim Racing. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic night. Goodbye.